up, everyone? It's your girl, Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace, and it's time for another fragrance video. So today's fragrance video is on the Brooklyn Queen's Caramel and Vanilla Salt. Now, I know you saw a video on Queen's Caramel already, but I wanted to see how it pairs with Vanilla Salt because I feel like there'll be a match made in heaven. And I wanted to pair Vanilla Salt with some other things just to see how I felt about them. I do have one more idea for Vanilla Salt in a video, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. But if you like videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Y'all know I do a ton of fragrance content. I've been doing a little bit more fragrance content than makeup content lately. However, I am back in my makeup bag, so I did do a video on the new Natasha Denona foundation. I did one on the Makeup by Mario foundation, along with the Dior highlighter palettes, two of the three that came out, because obviously I can't use the icy one. And then I did a video on the new setting sprays from Shoutout, Tilbury, and McGrath, so you can see which one you prefer. Then, of course, you know, since I love fragrance so much, I've done a video on the new Kylie Orgasm collection. Then I did a video on Nosy, or at least it should be coming soon. I don't know if it will go up before this one or not, but I do have Nosy's Only Human fragrance. They so kindly gifted me in PR. And I did a live with it and the Mornings and Levine candle from Snif. You can use code GRACE10 to purchase anything that you need from Snif's website. You know, I always encourage you to buy from Snif's website because you can only get the secret menu on their website. The only thing from the secret menu you can pick up from Ulta is Creme Couture, and they have like a body butter to go with Creme Couture. I'm currently trying out the Creme Couture candle right now for another video, and you can only get that on their website as well. Not to mention they have a wonderful rewards program where you can use the cash back to purchase more Snif things that you might be interested in. So make sure you go ahead and check out Snif's website and all they have to offer. Finally, if you like a good fashion video, y'all know I do a ton of fashion content. So if you wonder where my fashion shorts went, because you're an OG who watched my fashion shorts for like, I think the 1 year I had them on this channel, make sure you head on over to my fashion channel. It's Fashion with Gelbeauty-87. I do a ton of fashion content over there. I've been putting fashion content up there since March, so if you're behind, you have a ton of stuff to catch up on, because I've been doing lots of videos. I do 2 shorts a day, and I do 1 long form video every Friday. During the this month of October, I'll probably have 2 go up, one for Friday and one for Saturday, because I had a lot of Halloween ideas for looks as far as like themes. So I hope you're excited about that. I know I'm excited about it. Now let's get into this video. So I think this one, I should have the prices pop up list by how much this retails for, hopefully. And then Vanilla Salt, I'm pretty sure they're like 105 or 108, do not quote me. I ended up getting the small one just because this smells very similar to Vanilla Vibes from Juvia. It has a gun, in my personal opinion, so I didn't feel like I needed the big size. I have a small size of that one, I have a small size of this one. I feel like that would be enough just for my personal taste. Then we have the Queen's Caramel. I ended up getting the full size of this because it's a caramel scent, and I feel like it will go good with a lot of fragrances I already own. And I got it during the Sephora sale where I got the 20% off for friends and family. So I was excited about that, and I ended up picking this up in full size. Now, I know I said this smells really similar to lots of other things, but because I love Brooklyn so much, and I am a huge fan of the brand, and plus, like I said, I feel like it would go good with a lot of other things in my collection, I went ahead and ended up picking it up. But if you don't like to have a lot of variety in fragrances, and you're not like a person who reviews a lot of stuff, if you have the fragrance that I talked about in that video, which should have popped up over my face, then I feel like you don't necessarily need to go out and get this. So just something to keep in mind. I'm not trying to encourage you to go and get extra stuff that you don't need or anything of the sort. So first of all, I want to see how this compares to Caramel Cascade here that I have. Then I want to pair it with Dose from by Rose and Jane, and then I'll wear it alone. As far as like Vanilla Salt, I'm gonna obviously wear it alone. Then I want to try it with Vanilla Milk. I was thinking about trying it with Milk's Commodity, but I think I'll save that and not do it that way, because I kind of want to try it with Only Human from Nosy and see how it works out with those. So I think those are gonna be the 2 combinations I do with Vanilla Salt. And then I told you the 2 combinations we're going to do with Queen's Caramel. So I'll put on Queen's Caramel first, and then we can get into those combinations. So let's see. Got 1, 2 on the wrist down here. That's one I'll probably leave on its own. And then we have 1, 2 up here for layering. And then 1, 2 up here for layering. So This is a beautiful fragrance though, and I love a warm, sweet gourmand, so I'm definitely not opposed to it. It's just, it smells really similar to other things in my collection, and I didn't want to like lead people on. The only difference between it and a lot of other caramels in my collection is I feel like you don't smell the, what do you call it? The, caramel, the white chocolate, that's what I meant to say. So there's white chocolate in the Queen's Caramel, and I don't feel like there's necessarily white chocolate in the other one. So I want to see how it smells against this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this on this side of my arm, so that way I'll be able to smell both on each side. Now I'll know which side is which. So we're going to spray this right here right now just to see. Now I'm not necessarily planning to do a wear test on this one, especially because of where I'm putting it, but I just want to see how similar they are when it comes to their scents, since they're both caramel scents. I don't plan on putting it against caramel skin because that's a body mist, and I already have this one. Ooh, y'all, my nose is burning. I sprayed that way too close to my face. Like, it is like legit burning. My nostrils are burning. I don't like it at all. Okay, so we sprayed that one. Now let me spray Dulce by Rosie Jane. I was gonna spray it with that one. I'm kind of want to, just to see how the caramels will collide together. So we might end up doing it that way, but I did want to see how it smelled initially on its own, so I'll put it here, and then I'll put Dulce by Brown by I was gonna say Brown Girl Jane by Rosie Jane up here. So 1, 2. So far so good. I like the fact that this has a coffee caramel type scent, whereas this has the white chocolate and caramel type scent. That's why I feel like they would be like a great combination. Now let's put on vanilla salt while we let this stuff dry down and see how I feel about it. So I have a question for you all. Who wants me to bring back what do you call it, new makeup releases? Because I've told you all in the past, and I've always been upfront with like I don't really like doing new makeup releases. However, I do have my computer finally working back in the condition it was in order for me to film those. So should we be bringing those back, or should I not worry about it? Because if I do, I want to bring them back and where I do them live, kind of like Just Jim does. But I want to hook up my laptop so you all can see like what I'm looking at for my new makeup releases, and I just go on Jamie's page, Makeup on Your Radar 2, and just look at everything, and you all see it with me, and then we just talk about it really quick and keep it moving. Because I'm like, the thing that I hate about those videos is the editing. I don't necessarily care about me sitting there talking forever, but it's like I don't have to sit there and edit all that after I've done talking all that time. So that's always my issue with that. I have so many other things I need to edit and do, so it's like I don't necessarily have time to give 4 and 5 hours to that one video, but I have other things I need to do. Like, I'm still someone's mom. I still have to do normal work. I still have to like make fashion content, and then fragrance content, and then beauty content, and then turn around and try to talk about all those new things in one video and put all that work in. It's like I'm kind of like, I'm not feeling this, so I'm gonna have to find a way to stream it across if you all are interested. But if you all aren't interested, like I said, just let me know down below. I definitely have no problem not doing it. So we're gonna take Only Human now and put it with vanilla salt up here. I was very surprised at the way this smelled, and not like in a bad way, like in a good way. I was excited about it because I didn't know how I was necessarily going to feel about it based upon the notes. I'm still kind of like in the phase of trying to figure out notes and how they work with what and how I feel about them. So I was pleasantly surprised about that. What I put? Oh, then we're gonna put vanilla milk with vanilla salt, because this is another combination I feel like would be really good. I kind of want to just, instead of putting the cascading caramel with Queens of Caramel right here, I kind of want to put vanilla milk there instead. Anyway, let's put vanilla milk here. So we might end up doing that too. Y'all know I just be jumping all over the place. So let's see how it caramel cascade goes up against Queen's Caramel. I don't know, I feel like caramel cascade gives more of a like marshmallowy type thick caramel. As weird as that sounds, it gives like an artificial caramel scent that's really like fluffy, if that makes any sense. Hopefully I had the notes of it pop up over here. I know I did a video on this fragrance recently. I don't know if that video has gone up yet either, because I filmed it like a while ago when I first found these at TJ Maxx. But that's when my computer hit down, so that was like around June. So like, I hope I put it up before I put this up, but since this is newer, I probably put this up first. Let's see. Yes, the Queen's Caramel gives me more like caramel skin from Fleur with white chocolate added to it. This one just gives me more like an artificial, like super sweet caramel fragrance, which I'm not necessarily opposed to. I like the way that smells. It's just because it smells like that, I don't know that, you know, I want to mix it with this because I feel like it's not going to give what I think it's going to give. I feel like that's something I want to do on my own time and not necessarily waste your time in this video. So I think we're going to go ahead and put vanilla milk mixed with Queen's Caramel over here as well and see how that works. Oh no, I was supposed to mix it with vanilla salt, right? So I'm going to have to put vanilla salt somewhere else now to do that combination because I definitely want to try this one. So let's see. Let's get both those out now and see how they combine. Because that was the whole purpose of this video, y'all. I got so distracted with all these other fun fragrances. So I was like, yeah, let's do this and let's do that. Like, no, girl, let's focus. Okay, let's focus. So I already put vanilla milk and vanilla salt here. And then we put vanilla milk and Queen's Caramel here. So I gave y'all a review of this one already. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just spray on both sides each fragrance on top of each other since I've already done a review of each fragrance alone. Although if I remember correctly, I didn't do like a wear test all day on this. I just told you all I had it on for like 5 hours. So we can just spray this one on top of this wrist right here since I did a full review on Queen's Caramel, and then we should be good. So that works. I have to remember where all this is sprayed because it's the middle of the night and I feel like I'm gonna end up falling asleep and not end up like wrapping this video up like I'm supposed to. So if you see me in the future another day with different makeup and different hair, that's why. Because I think it's like 8 or 9 o'clock at night now. And I just wanted to get the intro done because the intros always take me the longest so I can respray all this stuff another day. But yeah. So anyway, let's see how the stuff on the vanilla salt side is smelling now. So I guess we'll smell this one first because I just did this one recently. Okay, so I don't really smell too much of anything. Did I put anything else up there though? I think this is just vanilla salt, right? I didn't put the vanilla milk up here because I put vanilla milk right here. So I think this is just vanilla salt on its own. Yeah, it is. So I guess I put Queen's Caramel on this side since I didn't. Until I'm tired. It's been a long day. I've been like up like all day long. Wait, no, we put only human on that side. That's what happened. Okay, so I don't smell too much of a difference with it though, but only human is supposed to be like a Your Skin But Better vibe, so it does have some vanilla in it. I do smell the vanilla that is in it, but I don't smell a lot of anything else. Like I smell the vanilla bean, the ambrox, and the cedarwood that's in this, but I don't smell any other notes that they say is in it. That's supposed to be drying down on top of it, so that's okay though. That's fine. Then let's smell the Queen's Caramel and Dulce side. So I really like the way that smells. I feel like Dulce just gives a nice little extra added like scent of caramel to it. I feel like it might have toned down the white chocolate in it though, because I'm not smelling as much white chocolate. I'm smelling a lot more like the vanilla that's in Dulce in this fragrance now that I have it mixed with Queen's Caramel. So I like this combination. Let's see how it smells with vanilla milk over here since vanilla salt and vanilla milk have been mixed together now. Okay, so this kind of smells like exactly what I expected to smell like. Really salty, milky with vanilla. So I feel like it plays up the vanilla bean in here a little bit more when it's mixed with vanilla salt, but you can still get like the salty, the sea salt accord that I smell in it. So it's a nice little combination if you like that. It just adds a little more vanilla and gives you a little bit more vanilla than it would if you didn't put it in there, honestly. And a little bit of milkiness. I feel like the salt is kind of like cutting into a little bit of the milkiness, so it's not as milky as I thought it would be. But overall, it's nice. I don't love it, but it's fine. I'm mainly excited to see how it's going to smell with Queen's Caramel and vanilla salt, since that's what I did this video about. But let's see what, matter of fact, let's see what vanilla milk and it smells like, and then we'll do vanilla salt. Okay, so vanilla milk and Queen's Caramel smell exactly the way I expected them to smell as well too. It's a really milky vanilla scent, and then you get the nice caramel scent with the white chocolate. It's a great scent. I thoroughly enjoy it, I must say. And then let's get into the last one, the one we came here for, which is vanilla salt and Queen's Caramel. Okay, so again, like most of these scents are smelling exactly the way I expected them to smell. It smells like salty vanilla with a hint of caramel and white chocolate. That's basically what it gives. So I am very happy with that combination. So my favorite combinations so far are obviously the Queen's Caramel and Vanilla Salt. Then the Queen's Caramel and Vanilla Milk. I feel like they're a great combination. And the Queen's Caramel and Dulce by Rosie Jane. I like the one from Nosy. I don't love it, but I like it. I feel like it's one that might have to like grow on me a little bit. I feel like I might like it better with Queen's Caramel as opposed to with Vanilla Salt, because I feel like the Vanilla Salt in it is just making it, you know, it's not making it my cup of tea personally. So I'll have to try it with some other vanillas. This vanilla isn't like the one for me when it comes to the Nosy Only Human. But Nosy Only Human is a great fragrance and I like it on its own alone. So that works for me. Then let's see. Vanilla Milk and Vanilla Salt smells like what I expected it to smell like. It's still a little too salty for my liking though, even with Vanilla Milk added to it. So, I mean, I'll probably use this combination. Again, it's just not a top tier one for me. And I told you all how I felt about Vanilla Salt in the initial video where I reviewed a whole bunch of fragrances at one time. It didn't seem like you all really liked that. You all prefer individual reviews for me. So I probably won't do those in the future, especially because I asked down below and nobody said that they wanted to see that again. So I'm like, works for me. Anyway, I will talk to you all in the future. Okay, y'all, so I'm back. It's the end of the night. I had a headache, so I ended up taking my makeup off earlier. But then I remembered I needed to do this video. So, here we are with me with no makeup. My bad. But, yeah. So, remember what we had? What on each side, hopefully. So, let's get into it. So, I'm going to start off with this side. So, let's see how the fragrance smells alone on its own. Okay, so it lasted a good 8 hours. I feel like I did a review on this fragrance for the most part, so we mainly gonna have to focus on the Vanilla Salt, not necessarily the Queen's Caramel, but I did combine Queen's Caramel with a couple other things, so I do want to go over those. The Cascade Caramel I put on this side has like worn off, unfortunately, because I had to wash dishes and stuff, and we put stuff on this side, you know. But I wasn't really trying to review this. If you all remember, I already gave you a review of this with another Arabian fragrance that I tried. Hopefully that went up before this. I honestly don't know how this stuff is going up at this point. I'm just batch filming a whole bunch of stuff because I do plan on going on vacation for my birthday, hopefully. So I wanted to have some stuff already pre-filmed for you all while I was away. Then we have this one right here. So this one is, if I remember correctly, this is Vanilla Salt and Queen's Caramel combined, and then up here should be Dulce and Queen's Caramel, and then this was just Queen's Caramel on its own from what I remember. Anyway, yeah, so this is Queen's Caramel, Vanilla Salt right in here. I can smell more of the Vanilla Salt than I can of the Queen's Caramel, believe it or not. But they were a nice combination, if you all remember earlier when I told you. It's just kind of like now the Queen's Caramel has kind of dissipated and the Vanilla Salt is kind of overpowering it. And you know I liked the Queen's Caramel more than I liked the Vanilla Salt. So it's a little disappointing that the Vanilla Salt is mainly what I smell left over. But, you know, to each his own. Then we have the Queen's Caramel and, what do you call it? Dulce up here, so... Okay, so I love this combination of that. I feel like this Queen's Caramel will go really good with Casino as well if you wanted to have more of a like sweet caramel coffee, scented coffee smell to your fragrance, or a combination, if you will. Sorry, y'all, I have a headache, so I might not be making as much sense, but I really like this one. And if you like coffee-esque or sweet type scents and you want to add a little bit more sweetness with caramel and white chocolate, then I feel like this would be a good combination for you. Now let's go over to this side. So we have Queen's Caramel and Vanilla Salt right here, if I remember correctly. Then we have Vanilla Salt and Nosy. And then we have Vanilla Salt and Vanilla Milk. So let's see how that goes. So Vanilla Salt and Vanilla Milk, they smell like a good combination, and overall I smell more of the Vanilla Milk than I do of the Vanilla Salt, which I'm excited about. So I like the Vanilla Salt and Vanilla Milk combination. But again, I've told you all before, if you have, Juliet has a gun vanilla vibes, then I feel like you don't necessarily need this one. Now that one I feel like is a little bit more vanilla bean scent and a little bit more of like sea salt, whereas to me this just seems like a regular kind of salty scent, if that makes sense. And I like it. I don't love it. I don't think I'm gonna put it together that often, just because again I'm just not really feeling the saltiness that's in vanilla salt. But it's a nice little balance, and if you wanted to lessen the sweetness of vanilla milk, then I feel like adding vanilla salt with it, or Juliet has a gun vanilla vibe to work out better for you. So the vanilla salt and nosy do have the same kind of like effect I expected them to have. It just kind of gave it more of a your skin but better-ish type vibe, and it made it a little bit salty. So I feel like it's more like a skin salty though. Like, you know, since it's supposed to be a your skin better vanilla fragrance, the salt in it just adds like a skin salty accord to it, as opposed to like a sea salt accord the way Juliet has a gun vanilla vibes does, if that makes sense. So the opposite is happening though when I smell Queen's Caramel and vanilla salt on this side. So I can still smell the Queen's Caramel. I can smell a little bit of the vanilla salt, but it's not as overpowering as it is on this side. So I don't know if it's because I sprayed vanilla salt last, and that's why that's what I can smell the most left over on this side, as opposed to on this side where you can smell less of the vanilla salt because I put Queen's Caramel on top. But either way, it's just not as great as a smell as I thought it was going to be. It's not bad. It's just kind of like, you know, I still feel like I smell a little bit more salt than I would prefer with this combination. So I'm not necessarily in love with it. But overall, I like both fragrances separately. And if I pair vanilla salt with anything, it's most likely going to be with vanilla milk or the nosy only human. And then if I pair, what do you call it? Anything with Queen's Caramel, it would most likely be Dulce or maybe Eclair from Lattafa, or some of my more sweet coffee-esque caramelly like type scents. So that's my assessment of both of these combined now that I did this review, because I told you all I wanted to combine it with vanilla salt, so I definitely had to combine it with vanilla salt. And I feel like it'd be good to give you just an overview of vanilla salt as a whole. So that's what we did in today's video. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you want to see even more exclusive content from me, like weekly vlogs and whatnot. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.